our beautiful Adeline, your amazing finger painter. Let's
Hi!
say hi, Adeline.
Hi! I'm sleepy.
Why are you sleepy?
Oh gosh, I just took a pill for my allergies, spring allergies. So I'm like, look at me. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. We'll try and keep you awake with some interesting conversation. So, thank you
Okay.
all for joining us tonight.
Thank
Um,
you for having me
there's gonna
again.
be, and thank you, Adeline, for coming on board again. There's gonna be a POAP giveaway, but stay tuned. We'll tell you how to win a very beautiful POAP of one of Adeline's art. All right. So let us get into it. But I want to know why are you sleepy and what's happened to you?
No, well, ever since I got to Japan, I've developed allergies. I've never had them before. In Singapore, we don't have. I'm never allergic to anything, but I don't know why I developed these allergies. So, I actually went to the hospital and I found out I'm allergic to crab and
Oh my
prawns. They are
God.
my favorite. I know. I've never been allergic to that before. So at the yeah, it's a sudden thing. I'm so surprised, but
So are you only allergic
it's also the cedar. There's
cedar
cedar trees
trees?
all around me, and they're like causing me to itch,
Oh
and
my
I
dear.
have yeah. So I just took a pill so that to keep it under control. So I'm really feeling sleepy now because I'm supposed to take it before I sleep.
Okay. So are you just allergic to Japanese prawns and crabs?
I'm not sure, but I think
Have you tried
just
eating crabs in Singapore, like the mud
I
crabs in
have, I
Singapore,
have, and
and,
actually at that
and you're
time I
fine?
also had some kind of a reaction, but I never thought it was like due to seafood or like these things. So you never know.
Oh wow. Anyway, we hope you get over the allergy soon and hope you get better soon. Now,
Yeah.
tonight we are going to talk about one of your very very pretty painting that form
Yes,
that's part of this series of three that comes under your time and space.
that's
Okay.
right.
Can you show us this painting?
It's here with me.
Wow. Well, now that is finger painted.
Yeah. Can you see the woman?
We can yeah. So what is the name of this painting?
Well, it's called The Woman in the Blue Dress. I don't really usually paint figures. This is also a first for me. I had a very successful painting with my Sakura Jin, so I thought I'll paint another woman, and this appeared, and it's really beautiful. It's in a
I
garden
like it.
setting.
Now you show us again. Now, so this came after the Sakura Jean painting because I've seen that.
That's
I've
right.
seen the Sakura Jean one,
Yeah,
and
that's
this
right.
came
It came
after.
after. It came after it. It's the second painting with a woman.
Okay, well, describe the painting for us, Adeline, if you can.
Well, it's called A Woman in the Blue Dress. It's thought,
Yeah,
can you see a bench? Okay, well, not
we
really
can
a bench, it's
see is a
a
two bend
beautiful
like a
chair.
yeah yeah. Oh yeah,
And
this
then
is
the
right.
flowers, and it's a garden setting. If you look, yeah, it's beautiful.
It looks like an enchanted garden.
That's right. When I was young, I loved the Annie Blyton series, the Magic Faraway Tree and the Enchanted Forest, the
The enchanted
woods.
forest. I always remember the
Slippery
enchanted
Slip.
forest.
I love it. It was my favorite series. I love the books. I
But
love
you
reading. I love
know,
reading.
the thing is like I spend a lot of time in Australia, and
Yes.
you know there are gardens and then there are gardens. You know what
Yes.
I mean? You can walk into a
Yes.
garden and it is just a garden, even though it is like beautifully manicured with beautiful plants and pretty flowers. It could just be a garden, right? And then there are gardens that really aren't manicured, that are just the plant
Wild.
just grows
Wild.
in the right place and it just
Yeah.
gives you that enchanted feeling when you walk in there. It's just got nice
I get it.
structures
I get
in the
it. Yeah.
right place, and you walk in and it's like the feeling is totally different to just walking into any garden. You know what I mean? And just looking at that painting, it sort of had that feeling of an enchanted garden rather than just a garden, right?
Actually, you are right. It looks like an enchanted garden.
Yeah, it does. It's sort of like it's got the right, the trees are sort of placed in the right area. You know what I mean? It's sort of a circular thing with a little spot there,
Can
and
you see this part?
yes,
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it could be like a little
It could be a pond. It could be
pond or a
pretty
miracle
lavender.
pool.
It could be a lavender crop on the ground. It could be, because
Yeah.
you know what I realized, right? Sometimes wheat that grows on the ground in spring l- lets out some beautiful flowers. You get yellow, you get purple. People used to say, "Oh, what are these?" And I used to say, "What is just wheat?" You know, and they actually add colors to the ground because you don't get many things besides grass that's green, right? But you do get,
Yes.
wheat that the flowering wheat that actually add colors to the ground. And
Yeah.
sort of
In the
like that's quite
wild.
good. Yeah, very, very pretty. Now, tell us, we had a question that pops out on the screen a minute ago.
Yes, yes. A
What
lot of
was your
questions. I see them.
inspiration? What was your inspiration to create this fine piece of art?
I actually have a statement for this artwork. I have it here. Can I read it?
Sure, of course, you can read it.
So, I sometimes I write poetry. I have a book as well. So I crafted a little statement. It might
Hmm.
not be directly related, but have a listen to it. Oh, such pleasantries. I don't mind them at all. Do you like my flowers? I tend to them day and night, for they long to flourish, to be right here in this enchanted garden. Such love on sunny days like these. Can you see them? Can you feel them? Can you touch them? My beauty.
Did you create this poem for the painting, or did
No,
you?
I like to present poetry to describe my artworks, to put it in context or in a kind of a setting that I appreciate. Yeah, it comes to me really naturally. I don't craft like simple sentences or
Yeah.
really like a statement piece or like a very factual piece. I don't really like these kind of like statements. I like to present poetry to illustrate the feeling and the emotion that might might come out, like that you might feel when you look at my artworks. Yeah.
Okay, so this poetry, this poem
Yes.
accompanies the painting. So this
I
poem
usually I
is a
usually
description
yes.
of the painting. So this poem is a description of the painting. Is that right?
Yes, sometimes I do have poems to describe my paintings. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, I have my book here,
Oh
Viva.
wow! Is
Yeah.
it published yet?
So it's been published 10 years ago. It's
Oh
it was sold
okay.
at Kinokuniya, and it's really beautiful. And I have like poetry, but really long poetries. Like, yeah, this was
Accompanying the
painted.
art as well. Now, where
That's right.
do you want to tell our viewers where they can buy this book?
Well, I'm not sure if it's still sold at Kinokuniya Singapore, and I don't have many copies left. But well, if you're interested, you can contact you guys, and
Okay.
I can arrange something. Look at this.
Wow. Wow. So this
Yeah.
book has got all your art in it with the inspiration, the poetry that comes with
Yes.
to describe the
Yes.
pieces.
Yeah. They're about. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It looks
that's
like fingers, right? Someone's
yeah.
hands.
Those are my fingers
Did you paint? Oh, that's after painting. That's
during
your
painting.
hands after or during painting. Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. It's
Excellent.
called The Greatest Love Affair.
Well, the thing is this, right? It's just amazing. I mean, I don't know whether your fingers, like, to create the art that you just created, you
Yes.
know, using your fingers, the
Yes.
detail of the flowers, the colors, the trees, the lady, and this like a smattering of colors. How did you do that?
I don't know. It comes naturally to me. I have my paint in front of me, and it comes out really naturally. Can you see this beautiful
Yeah, I
house with
can.
stickers? I actually
Yes,
stuck stickers on them, and you know,
beautiful.
I
Now, we got
know.
a
Yes.
question on from our audience as well. What is the
Yes.
most beautiful painting you drew, in your opinion, and why?
What is the most beautiful painting? Well, I
That
think
you
all
have,
my paintings
that you
are
have drawn.
beautiful. I think
that
all
you've
my
created?
paintings are. I think all my paintings are
Well, maybe I
beautiful.
can rephrase it for our viewer. Which is your favorite? Which is your favorite painting? Which is the favorite painting that you've created, and why?
Well, I have a lot of favorites, but I really like this. It's called
And what,
Dancing in the Wind.
wow, that nice name to go with it too. Nice title to go with it. Dancing in the Wind.
Yes, yeah, and I have one
Tell
poem.
us about
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I think these artworks were created when I first started. If I look at the poems now, I feel kind of like like did I write that? But I think to me it represents victory, freedom,
Mm.
dancing on water, walking on water,
It's
flying.
all the elements of freedom, isn't it? Water,
Yes,
wind,
I
air.
love, yeah, I think freedom for me is the most important. I hate to be stifled. I hate to be oppressed. I have to be
Mm, mm.
free to live the life I love.
Yeah, yeah. Just go where the wind blows. Go where the water flows, isn't it?
Yeah, I go with the flow. I go with the flow a lot. I don't really think much. I go by instinct most of the time, and it's worked for me so far. Yeah,
That's great. Now, I want
that's
to
it.
know. I think the audience also like to know. What I like to know.
Right. I see some
What is the
questions really
inspiration?
interesting. A
What
lot of
is
questions today.
I know there's so many questions. We can only field a few at a time,
Gosh.
right?
Yeah.
So what was your inspiration? But let's talk about the woman in blue dress. Okay, just a little bit more on that.
Right. The woman in the blue dress.
The
Yes.
woman in the blue dress. Now, what was your inspiration? I mean, you've created so many different types of painting, but when you sit down and you say, right, I want to paint this woman in a garden, what made you do that?
Um, I think I just wanted a sense of calm and tranquility. And I wouldn't say solitude is too strong a word, but I wanted that respite. I do lead a very busy life. I'm always traveling for work and for other things related to, all the projects I'm involved in, the people that support me. I am always thinking about something. I'm always on to the next thing. Before you know it, I'm always thinking. I'm always on the
Mm,
move. So to me, being in a setting like this is very important.
mhm.
Since it allows me to go back to myself and my space, my um
Your garden.
my garden. It doesn't have to be a literal garden, but you know what I mean. It could be like metaphorical. It could be a setting where I feel very
Mm,
calm, and that's why I love to visit resorts that bring about that tranquility for balance, for my balance,
so am
and
I
for
right?
clarity.
Sorry. So am I right to say that what you paint is
Yes,
really dependent on what you feel you need at that time,
at the point in time,
at
yes,
that point in
moment to
time,
moment.
moment
I
to
live,
moment?
yeah, I live on the moment to moment, that the particular season, a time, or a phase. I might be in a phase,
Eh,
or
So
I
so
might
you
have
will
moved
have
past the phase.
so when you're in a certain phase or in a certain in a certain mood, or if you feel like you need certain elements, you will just say, right, I'm just going to paint this. Is that, am I right to say
Yeah,
that?
it comes to me, these images and these visions, it comes to me supernaturally, as yeah, they come to me, and when I see something, or when I read something, I imagine something, and I'm like, okay, I have to paint that, or if I see a picture and I'm like, oh, I have to paint that, it comes to me very, very, very naturally. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't plan it at all. I don't plan anything at
Yeah,
all.
I think that's the best way, isn't it? Especially with artists. Let's not plan. Let's just do what I feel like at the moment. And usually it's the best thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I mean, I don't plan my art, but I'm a very organized person. I'm
Well,
not a chaotic person.
artistically speaking, you've got to go with your
Yeah,
emotions and your
yeah.
feelings, right?
Yeah. I
So I
mean, I
got
don't like
to
messy stuff. I like order.
Nice and
Yes.
orderly. Now we've got another question on the screen. It says, usually finger painting don't come out that good. How did you teach yourself such great skills and techniques?
Oh, I think we addressed this in the first AMA. As I said, it's a gift, and I stumbled upon it by opportunity, by an opportune moment, by chance. I never taught myself finger painting actually. As you know, I don't have these mentors. And my fingers and my hands just flow, with the paint. So it's a very natural thing for me. Yes. That is
Good.
my answer.
I've been I've been trying to keep my eyes on the sidebar of comments, and I see one that pops up quite a bit, right? And the one that pops up quite a bit was, what is the ethnicity of this woman in the blue dress? Is there a particular ethnicity that you had in your mind when you painted her, or is she a neutral sort of person?
I think she can be a universal symbol. She can be who you want her to be in this beautiful setting.
Okay.
That's what it is. Art is very open to interpretation.
Yes.
You don't like what I see or what I feel might not be what you feel. You might have your own interpretation. You might have your own relationship. You might have
Mhm.
your own reading of the artwork. So I think that is the beauty of art. It
Yes.
always provokes and it
Imagination.
uplifts. Yeah, yeah, you're free to imagine. You're free to create. You create. You're free to live.
Okay.
That's it.
My next question is very important. It's especially
Okay.
important for the viewers. Okay.
Yes.
Very, very important, especially for the viewers. Now, listen very carefully, viewers. When did you create this piece of art? The woman in the blue dress. What year did you created the woman in the blue dress?
I created this work last year, but I
Oh,
never really showed it to anyone. But I'm ready now. I'm ready to show it to the world because I think it's spectacular.
it is.
It's
It is
ready.
wonderful. So, am I right to say you created it in 2021?
That's right because we're 2022.
Right.
Yes.
Now, 2021 is a very tumultuous year for a lot of people. For
Yes, it
me,
was.
it was, I think, from the middle of 2020 onwards, and until probably the beginning, until the maybe about the third quarter of last year. It was, I don't know, it was, it just wasn't very nice time at all. And for you to create something like that represent peace and tranquility in a period of
Mm.
chaos, you know what went through your mind? I mean, did something made you, drive you to that place, in that place of tranquility? Was it something that says, hey,
I
you know
don't know,
what?
maybe it was a vision. I knew that freedom was coming, and I knew that soon we will all be free to live.
Yeah, I think
I
we're
didn't
working
think it was
towards.
going to stay. I never thought it was going to stay. I knew that there will be soon. It will all be, yeah,
Yeah, it's nice to have people
gone
like
with the
you.
wind.
It's nice to have people like you to sort of pass on the positive vibes and encourage people that, this is all going to be over and we're all going to be free. I mean, the line of normality might have changed. They might have moved. I wouldn't say change, but
Yes.
as human, the reason we outlive the dinosaurs is because the fact that we are adaptable, right? We can improvise. We can we roll with the punches. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we got to continue to do, right, in this ever changing world. And the world's changing a lot quicker than it ever was. So I just say that
Yeah.
everyone, just have faith and just keep changing to fit in and look forward,
Yes.
to a new future. I guess I wouldn't say it's a
Be
new normal, but
adaptable.
a
Be
new future,
adaptable.
right?
I think to
So
be
so
adaptable. Yeah.
we got, yeah, exactly, and we've got another question that says, when will we see your next collection?
Well, I've had 7 exhibitions so far, and I have not had one in quite a number of years now. So maybe I should plan for another one. And I think something is in the pipeline.
Yes.
I know that there's something that would happen in Japan.
We all look forward to that. And Japan is starting to open up to tourists as well, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Just for I think they're starting. They're opening up slowly. As you know, they're very very cautious. They've always been very cautious with everything,
Mhm.
and I think it's the right the right move. Yeah. So maybe at the end of the year,
Okay, well, that's great. Well, do you intend to hold a exhibition, outside of Japan?
I would if I was invited to. I think
Okay,
yes. Why not? Yeah.
sounds fantastic. Everyone's just waiting for borders to open, right? Once these restrictions are lifted and the borders come down,
Yes.
and I'm sure we all like to travel and see things that we haven't seen in a while. Yeah, we all look forward to that. Now, for
Yes.
our viewers who are so
Yes.
been waiting
So many
patiently.
questions today. I
I
can see them.
know. We're gonna have to go back and answer them as best as we can. We're gonna have to go back and try and answer them. I'm sorry for to those who we couldn't answer your questions tonight. Oh, we got one more. Okay, do we have time for one more questions, Adeline?
Yeah, sure. How do
Okay.
you choose paint? Mm.
Recently, carcinogenic product ingredients have increased. Do you use natural dyes, buffering?
Well, I I think not everything is organic, and even the most organic products has got something that's a little bit unnatural.
Mhm.
So well, paint is like any other foreign substance, So there you go. Yeah. But
Oh,
the
well,
fact that I don't use gloves, it means something,
yeah.
and I think that's the miracle, and that's the magical part of my artwork. Yeah,
You,
I do
you know,
not
I've,
use gloves.
I've got a question.
Yes.
I'm just curious because my mind just works in a funny way. Now, imagine, okay, if you attach brushes to your fingertips,
No, it's not going to. I don't
doesn't
think it's
work.
gonna work. No.
Okay, well, sorry. I just think that if you add to put a couple of brushes and you do this, it is not gonna work.
No, I have short nails. Okay, I don't have
Mm.
long nails. I find it very, yeah, it's cumbersome for me. I don't like anything that's restrictive. So there you go.
Okay. All right. On that note, Adeline, considering that
Yes.
you are actually not that well, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna make this a little shorter. Well, next
Sorry about
AMA.
that, but I'm fine actually. I'm happy to answer all these questions
But thank you
today.
so much. Thank you so much for making the time to come on our AMA with us
Thank you for having me
today.
again
We
the
are going
second
to have
time.
another one with you soon, aren't we? Now, please
Yes.
follow and subscribe to our channels and look out for the next AMA with Adeline and other exciting content that we are creating. Now, for those who are so looking forward to knowing how you're going to win this POAP, what we need you to do is to get into gleam.io. Now, the website is going to be published across the screen in a minute. Now, go into this website, studio. Okay. So go into this website. All right. If you click on that link, it will send you to the website. In the website, answer this question: the year that the woman in blue dress is created. Okay. Answer the question: the year that the woman in blue dress is created. Put down your email address, and we will send you a link to claim your very own and very beautiful POAP of the woman in blue dress. All right. Now, on that note, look at that. How magnificent. That could be yours
It's
in your way.
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Very, very beautiful.
Can you see a wine bottle or some kind of a
I can
teapot?
see, wow. Since you say that art is an interpretation of the individual, I see a tequila bottle
You
because
see a tequila bottle. Maybe that's because
I'm
tequila
a
is your
tequila
favorite
drinker. Yeah, I love
simple.
tequila.
Yeah,
We got
for
some
me,
very good tequila
it's
too
sake
these
or
days.
wine.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
that
yes,
refined.
I understand.
I like to yeah, I drink for one reason and one reason only. That's to get drunk.
Well, you can drink for a tiny celebration, or
Yes,
anything else that makes you happy.
exactly. All right. Well, thank you very much, Adeline. Thank you for joining us again on our show. And thank
Thank
you, everyone
you.
else, for coming. Thank you all, to all our audience for following us and asking all these questions and, joining us tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Adeline.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you
Kevin.
again
Thank you
soon.
again,
Thank
Coinlectables. Thank you,
you.
everyone, for
Thank
tuning
you,
in.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.